to Krisy and Jesse's Guide for Gamers. Today we're doing an unboxing of the Pathfinder Beginner Box. Last week we attempted to unbox it and ran out of film, so
yeah.
Fortunately our dear friend Wes has agreed to be our cameraman and
Thanks,
watch to make sure that we know when the battery ends.
Anyway, so you got Pathfinder.
Yes.
So first of all, tell me a little bit more about Pathfinder.
Well, Pathfinder is the 3.5 D&D system. Wizards of the Coast sold that rule system to a company called Paizo. All of the material that wasn't, Dungeons and Dragons specifically related, like they can't use, there's some spell names like Mordecaian and stuff like that have stayed with the Dungeons and Dragons franchise.
Okay.
They stripped all that out and have produced new materials for it, new classes, an entirely new setting, and released a series of new books. So we actually have a copy of the red box here because this is the 4th edition beginner's box, and we're going to do a little side-by-side comparison. So anyway, this is Pathfinder's beginner box, and I'm very excited because a lot of people's complaints about Pathfinder and 3.5 have been, it's so complicated, there's so many options, there's so many rules, and the beginner box really does a good job of breaking it down to its most essential pieces where even people who just cut their teeth on 4th edition, which is a much more streamlined game, they can go, oh, I recognize that, I know what to do with that.
Yeah, for Pathfinder, like, I've heard that it takes forever to create characters. It's much more, like, roleplay heavy than it is tactic heavy, which, and I like roleplay, don't get me wrong, but I don't have a week to spend to create a character. Right. So.
And the thing I say with all systems is it really just depends on what your gaming group wants out of it.
Okay.
3.5 tends to attract that style of gamer who are really, that's really hot for her.
No,
that are really into the details and like to take a week. But no system has to be that way. 4th edition can be roleplay heavy. You can look at it as the combat has been super streamlined, so you don't have to worry about that part.
Right.
Focus on the roleplay. But it's just like any kind of genre of thing, it just tends to attract a certain kind of person.
Right.
So if you're afraid of Pathfinder being too roleplay heavy or one way or the other, it really is up to you. It does not matter. You can play it any way you want. I promise.
Good to know. Okay. Well, I genuinely like roleplay. Like, combat's fun, don't get me wrong, but I really like the roleplay part of it. So
immersion into the universe.
Exactly. Like, the roleplay part of it is what I enjoy. Like, I know on Saturday in Tiki's game, he does some combat stuff, but he tends to be more RP, and I love that. Like, for me, that's fun, because I'm not always the best at, I need to use this, and this. So, anyways, don't mind Sarah, she's fine.
Wes sounds like he's getting the worst end of that.
I know.
All right.
Poor Uncle Wes.
So, I guess now, without further ado, we're going to start picking apart the box.
Let's pick apart the box.
Comes with its requisite set of dice.
Yes.
Unlike in the red box, it comes with the same set of dice, except for Pathfinder comes with the percentile dice.
Okay.
I only ever use percentile dice if I run out of d10s. And
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever used my percentile dice ever, even in D&D or anything else.
And then the other little baggie that is immediately on top are these little black pieces, which are stands for one of the most awesome parts of this box.
Yeah. This is awesome. I love this. The little stand-up people.
Is Wes going to do a fun little zoom on that?
Yes, he is. He's so awesome. Thanks, Wes.
Rock. So these are little stand-ups. They're cardboard. They punch out. And you set them into your, so you have this thing standing up on the board instead of, which you have in red box are these little round tokens. I guess I could crack open the red box.
I was going to say, here, give me the red box and I'll get to that.
You can handle the 4th edition
I'll take 4th edition, because that's what I play. So, okay, so again, happy black dice. No percentile? No percentile.
No percentile.
No percentile. Okay, and then here's the happy little people token. People tokens. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Sorry, I just like kind of.
I know it is kind of fun. It's like half the fun. So yeah, there's the little people tokens versus people tokens. So yeah,
that's
and no matter what they say, size does matter.
That's why they have manticores.
Oh, sweet. Yes, big size.
And another really cool thing about the cardboard stand-ups for the Pathfinder box, this whole sheet, minus the black dragon, are characters, player characters, male and female for each of the class, races. One thing we noted last time we tried this is that the ladies are all almost completely clothed, which is lovely, because fending off clothes with just a chainmail bikini tends to
doesn't work too well. I mean, seriously, I don't wear a bikini in the normal realm of any imagination. Why the hell would I wear a chainmail bikini?
Granted, we don't spend most of the time running across the plane fighting things, so they would probably be in much better shape
Exactly. Yeah, totally not what we do. So why the hell would my character want to wear a freaking chainmail bikini?
Right.
Anyways.
So while we're talking about characters...
Yes, characters. Okay. So what are you pulling out next? Character?
The character. Okay. Pre-made characters. So once again, if you don't want to spend a week creating a character, the beginner box is good. It gives you 4 class, like pre-made characters with your class as primary and then being a secondary.
Right.
And it gives you a little instruction at the beginning. Play this fighter character if you like to be good at being the strongest and toughest, using the biggest weapons, using the best armor, and charging into battle.
Yeah.
Sums it up pretty well.
Yeah, it does.
On the inside, and Wes is not behind the camera, he's currently running a 2-year-old.
Sorry.
But you can kind of see it's filled out for you. Along the sides, it gives you tips on how to handle combat, what the different roles mean. It really does a good job of breaking it down, summing it up. And then if you feel like really using a pre-generated character instead of putting your own name in here, it gives you a little summation about what fighter you're playing, about Valeros, all that good stuff.
Give you a little backstory too.
Yeah, a little backstory.
Oh, it gives you a little backstory. How cute.
So they have one for wizard.
Yeah.
One for fighter, one for rogue, which is our personal favorite.
Yes, we like rogues. They're pretty awesome.
And
the artwork is really nice. I like the artwork on this. It's a little, I don't know, I don't feel like it's, like, I think we were talking last time about, a lot of times you'll see an elf.
Less human.
Yeah, you'll see elves and it's humans with ears, and I'm like, okay, that's awesome sauce. But, like, this actually looks more like an elf.
It's not a human.
Yeah, it's not a human with a bunch of cutesy little pointy ears, because if we wanted to do that, we would all look like Spock with funky eyebrows, too. Right. So, exactly. And I like the cleric costume. Just hold on. I love this cleric costume. It's kind of cool. It kind of has a Bedouin feel to it.
Yes,
it's kind of neat. I like it. So, yeah, it's kind of cool looking. So
the artwork of the Pathfinder artwork in all of their books and everything is that artist or series of artists.
Yeah,
it's all fantastic.
It's really cool looking.
The bestiaries.
Is it cool?
Yeah.
Is it cool?
Good.
Are you getting excited about the bestiary?
Maybe a little bit. Enough that I would have been on camera, I guess. Anyway, but they included a bunch of blank character sheets. Again, they broke it down into, it's slightly less hand-holdy than the beginner character pre-gens,
but still.
It's still
mapped out pretty well. And it's kind of nice because, I'll flip this over, it's got every single one of what the dice look like. Because if you're like me, I still, even though I've been playing D&D for almost a year now, I still to this day cannot remember the difference between the freaking D8 and a D10, and I'm always grabbing the wrong one. So then everyone's like, no, that's a D10. Oh, okay, which one is it again? One of these days I'll remember, it's just not there yet.
And the red box comes with similar things to these, pre-generated characters.
Yeah, where's the character sheet?
I didn't put that back in a nice.
That's okay. Let's find the character sheets. Character sheets are. Yeah, they don't have. Well, they have the pre-gen in the book, in the little red, happy little player book right here. So there's some pre-gen.
That's another nice thing about the Pathfinder box.
And then here's the D&D thing, which isn't quite as streamlined as the Pathfinder one. Like it's
uses a bigger font.
Well, yeah, and for people like me who are relatively, blind without our glasses, kind of need that. All right, so we're back.
Anyway, all right. So then they have Game Master's Guide that comes with it. Again, they spell it out for the person that wants to run the game. Very lovely illustrations.
Well, and I think we were talking about this last time when we tried to film this last week, was that it was really, the way they described like the characters and stuff like that, it was really well detailed, but it wasn't so detailed that you felt like your mind was just being blown.
Right, they leave a lot of stuff up to the game master.
Right.
Not DM, not dungeon master,
not the
game
dungeon
master.
The game master, yeah, exactly. So, but they had it's spelled out pretty well, like shell ball, effects, movement, 2 squares, skills, increase acrobatics, and they just lay it out really well, and I like that, especially for, like I said, someone like me who isn't, D&D is pretty much the only RP game I played, and so if it's super complicated, I just zone out and I can't do it because it's too much information. I think that's probably why I haven't played Shadowrun yet, is because it's just too much information and my mind gets blown.
Alright, so we're just talking about the Game Master's Guide.
Yeah, the Game Master's Guide, yes.
Oh, that was nice. And then they also have a player's handbook.
Yes.
Which is underneath all this lovely promotional material. And this is for the Hero's Handbook, and this is for players when you're creating your own character, just the basic class skills, how to calculate like what skills you should use, like what ability score. So how strong should your wizard be versus how strong should your fighter be?
Right.
Optimizing it that way.
Right.
And then they have a lovely, which 4th edition has as well in V8, but the Skeleton King's Crypt. Yes. It's a choose your own adventure for if you cannot wait for your friends to start playing with you.
Exactly. Well, and it's kind of a good way to get the dynamics and everything of the game. Yeah. You know, without looking like a total freaking noob in front of everybody.
That's what our RPG is a choose your own adventure game.
Yeah,
that somebody else is the book.
Exactly.
So these are both really nice. The core book for Pathfinder is kind of an expensive item. It's $50, but it's essentially a Game Master's Guide, Hero's Handbook, a
so everything all rolled into one.
Everything all rolled into one instead of 3 or 4 books that you would have to purchase up front, like with a different system.
Yes, exactly.
So it's a big price point, but you really don't need anything else.
No, you don't.
So that's nice. And then to further facilitate the awesome, is the map.
Which is already partially laminated, which is really nice as someone running a game, because you want to be able to mark on it and everything else, and you don't have to worry about, oh goodness, I don't have a plastic. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
The cameraman is giving us instructions.
Yes, we're actually getting instructions this time, so bear with us. So yeah, here's the dungeon side, and like I said, it's nice and laminated. So you know, as someone who's done DMing, or in this case, a Pathfinder GMing, which I haven't done yet, it's nice to be able to use like a wipe off dry erase marker and be able to write certain things on there, which is kind of nice. And then what's really cool is on the other side, it's just nice and blank. So this is for those happy maps for whatever the heck you want to do with it.
You want to draw out your own dungeon.
Yes, exactly. If you want to put them in the Sahara, if you want to put them, God only knows where, it's kind of nice that way. So yeah, it kind of gives you a lot more freedom.
This right here is
worth it alone.
This is like a $25, $30 item.
I think so.
Yeah. This, you can
the map itself is so worth it.
You can pay that much for a nice blank map anyway.
Exactly. So we're hopefully at our game store here, Wandering Havoc, which we haven't mentioned yet. We're here at Wandering Havoc Games in Marysville. They actually have a Pathfinder Society,
which is a lot like the Dungeons and Dragons Encounters.
Encounters, yeah.
So it's set up to be a free drop-in game. You actually get rewards for showing up. Like you keep track of it, and they'll give you a magic item to use in the next series or something like that.
So one of the things is we haven't started that up here, but
we've been looking at it. We're working really hard. Tuesday night is probably the night where it's going to happen.
Okay.
We just really need to finish connecting with the people and
figuring out for sure if that's it. Okay, so if you're not in Marysville or close to Marysville, you can definitely check it out at Paizo. I'm going to spell that for you because it's a doozy. www.paizo.com/Pathfinder Society. So if you're not in our area and you're watching this and you decide you really want to play this, make sure to check that out because they have other game stores that play it. But if you are in the Snohomish County area, you need to come to Wandering Havoc because this is the best place. So, you need to come here. Not only that, you'll see us. So, come on, that's cool.
Hopefully we're going to be in a good mood.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully we'll be in a great mood and not snarky, because we are known to be snarky. But when, again, like we talked about last time we shot the video cast, was, when you're girls playing in a pretty much primarily male-dominated area, you have to be a little bit snarky.
I think that geekdom in general promotes snarkiness regardless of gender.
Exactly.
It's an egalitarian society.
Exactly. So, equal opportunity snarkiness.
So in summation, Redbox or Pathfinder, both great for if you want to begin playing either system. Pathfinder, I would strongly recommend the beginner box if you have never played 3.5 Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder before. It's a really great foundation piece. It'll hook you up with a lot of stuff. And honestly, what you get out of the box in terms of miniatures, map, dice, resources is
it's worth
really
it.
Worth the price.
It's totally worth the price. Yeah, I agree. I like it. I think if this had probably come out at the same time as Redbox, I probably would have jumped on Pathfinder first.
Yeah, I honestly have been running in Pathfinder since I was made aware of it, and that was probably 2 years ago. When I ran my stupid goblins campaign, but anyway, that's a different story altogether.
That's another episode.
So, yeah. So that's really all I have to say about it.
Yeah, right on. So yeah, definitely pick up the Pathfinder role-playing game, beginner box. Sarah seems to really like it too. She's really heavy into RP. She plays a Kinder. She's very good at it.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
anyway,
exactly.
All right, so I think that this is
and that's it. And we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Krisy and Jessie's Guide for Gamers and Wandering Havoc Games.
Yeah, Wandering Havoc Games. See you in 2 weeks.
Out.
Peace out.